final resting place of missing First World War Major is uncovered 100 years on and now bears his name thanks to historians' 3-year quest. The final resting place of a missing WWI soldier has finally been found after 100 years and now bears his name, thanks a 3-year quest by a British historian. Major Octavius Darby-Griffith was listed as lost in action after he was killed fighting in the Third Battle of the Aisne, on May 27, 1918. He was buried in a military cemetery with a headstone which simply read, "Unknown Major, Loyal North Lancashire Regiment." But now the gravestone finally carries his name after historian David Dattersfield spent 3 years piecing together the soldier's final weeks and days. A rededication service was held at Villebois-les-Ponts-Vert Cemetery in Reims, France, which was attended by British embassy officials and local dignitaries. Major Darby-Griffith was born on September 2, 1871 in Monmouth, South Wales, but spent most of his life on the Channel Island of Jersey. He enlisted in the British Army as a boy soldier aged 15, going on to serve for more than 2 decades, the majority of which was spent on the island when it was militarized. In 1910, when he left the army after 23 years of exemplary service, he was attached to the permanent staff of the 2nd Royal Militia, Island of Jersey. He took over the Foresters' Arms at Beaumont, and the 1911 census records show him living at the pub with his wife and their 3 daughters. When war broke out in 1914, even though he was 43, he enlisted and rose through the ranks from honorary lieutenant to acting major in the 9th Battalion, Loyal North Lancashire Regiment by April 1918. He saw action across the Western Front, including at the Battle of the Somme and in the Ypres salient, and was wounded 3 times. But he was killed during the Third Battle of the Aisne and his final resting place remained a mystery. He had been buried in a grave marked Unknown Major, Loyal North Lancashire Regiment. The simple inscription was a great help to David, vice chairman of the Western Front Association. He researched Army and National Archive records to convince officials that the grave belonged to Major Darby-Griffith before they would agree to change the headstone. David attended the service, along with the military attaché from the British Embassy in Paris, Colonel Christopher Bourneman, representatives from the Royal British Legion and the CWGC, and the mayor of Villebois-les-Ponts-Vert. He said, "It was an honor to represent the Western Front Association at this very unusual ceremony, as it is not often that the graves of unknown soldiers are identified after 100 years. While it was very pleasing that the Major Darby-Griffith grave has the appropriate headstone, there are many thousands of other unknown soldiers whose final resting places remain unknown." The Western Front Association is a UK-based charity with over 50 branches in the county. They are dedicated to remembering those from all sides that served their countries in the Great War.